Hello,
Hello.
everybody. Hope
Hello,
everybody have
everyone,
a wonderful
and
fall,
welcome.
fall, and
Old Grizz
happy
Swamp
Halloween,
Park
everybody.
Comics.
Um,
Once again, we're going to Scott-Boogie's park that he created and uploaded.
Script clip,
Ghost
cut,
Town,
print, and post. Put it in the
Ghostbusters Town. So, and we did a little bit of something to show how to use the entertainers and how you can use them. And
cut, print, and post. Hello, everybody. I'm back. We're revisiting the park here that Scott put up for us to be able to build. Wow, that's the customers. I had opened a park. It got full real quick, so I closed the park for a little bit to get it not so crowded and try and get some nice shot, but it filled up fast. So the park is a success because there's a lot of people that come in and funnel through your little ghost town here. And I went ahead and put in a go-kart track, which is part of the go-kart league of the Black Hat League for go-karts. And they're using this here track as one of their tracks they use for competitions and stuff like that. So, and you can see them, they're just sitting there watching. It's kind of like the more people come and see what they're doing and stuff, it gets their brand up and stuff like that. So that's the Freedom Cruiser, that's the car. They make them, and they use the league here as a way of bringing notice to the name, to the brand. That's kind of where the connection for the go-kart track comes in with the club, because that's what they do. Anyone that buys a car is a part of the club, and if they get the brochures or newsletters, they know where to go cruising at, and either every Friday or Saturday or someplace to cruising. And that'd be kind of neat, make a big boulevard for cruising, because they do have vehicles in here. Fender benders, no, benders. That was the night. Well, they did happen. Careless drivers. I like the way the shadows play out on the buildings. That's so cool about the game. They got all this thought out, and it's in the game. So sometimes you can get some pretty good shadows just against the buildings. I like playing with the colored lights at night, light it up. Sorry about that. Let me check that a second. I might have to cut that out. No, that seemed okay. It wasn't too bad. So this here is a go-kart track that I already built in another park without all the scenery. I brought the track and stuff in. I could have built the track. It would have took a little bit longer. I could have done some neat things, maybe have it go through a tunnel or something. But this worked out fine. I mean, just what Scott had with the roller coaster sitting right there on top, it's just like a perfect little spot. So I went ahead and because I had to watch the percentage of PlayStation 4. So most of what I've done is scenery. The only thing I've added to the park that would be a few animatronics and the racetrack. We brought that up a little bit, but not as much as if I'd have put 3 or 4 different big rides in here. I think coasters have a big, because there's a lot of animation with some of them. That's just like, I thought about bringing in No Brakes Express. I said, no. This is Scott's Town. This is his build. And I just was allowed to come in and put something in. And I have uploaded it to the workbench. I think I got it under Revisit or something like that. I'll have to look. but it is up on the workbench, and you can upload it and he can go in and check out the changes I made to the go-kart track and the surrounding. Oh, I hate when it does that. See, it glitches sometimes, and you get stuck there, and like, so you have to kind of pin all the way back up, find out, get your bearings. It's like, I usually cut those out. Sorry. This here big long piece of video I've captured is one long piece. I didn't alter it. I just let it go. I just brought it in, and then I've added a few things at the beginning and the end of the video, just kind of showcasing Scott's Park as well as the go-kart track and the why they use it for leagues, because it's a unique track. It's kind of spooky at times. Well, you got the Ghostbusters, they're right there on top of things, keeping everything abnormal as they can, because that sells tickets. Well, it would too. I mean, if you want a customer, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Yeah. But now I've gone and shown a little bit how you can use entertainers. You put in these little spots like the little star marker there, and they'll connect to the pathway. I have one here. I have one over at the power company, and then I have one over at the Foxy spot over there at Street Fox Coffee. So now I just brought in another character, and because he's a ghost, he can pass through stuff. So I was, but there's ways of doing that, but it's just all right. I gave him a different name too. I like to make things up so that it's not all you Ghost 1, Ghost 2, and Ghost 3. Unless you're, that's thing 1 and thing 2. Okay, now we're into menu-driven stuff. This is what I was talking about, the staff entertainers. I have 3 on the payroll right now. You can go in here and change the different things they're training. You can up their pay and do things to make them happy, make them want to stay. And then there's things in here where you can quickly get to. See, what's happening now is I'm changing the name, and you can't see when I'm typing because that text panel comes up, and it doesn't show when you go back and save the clip. It doesn't show what you're typing. So we're sitting there waiting and waiting. What's going on? What do you go get a sandwich? You see how it changed? There you go. And that's why, because I was typing it in, and well, that big screen is up there. So that sometimes it's easier to type this stuff in on the PC. That's kind of like I like to do the remarks columns and stuff on there because it's easier with the keyboard than sitting here with the thumbs. But it works too. Both ways work. And, right now, I'm just kind of going through and giving. What I did ahead of time though is I gave each one of these a name, a spot. Now you go into the work roster. You click on where you want them to go, and you'll go there. Now, if you watch these entertainers, they entertain the crowd. The crowds will gather and watch them, and they'll do their little spiels and stuff. So you hear the children laughing. Run, run, run. I want to go on the go-karts, Daddy. Look at the people. Like I said, there was such a bottleneck at that one spot. And that's because it's what I did. I put 2 entrances to these 2 rides. Both entrances filled up, and it spilled out into the. So that means your park's successful there, Scott. And everybody's happy. I put in a bunch of janitors to keep it clean. Yeah, we don't want the trash. We'll get it, keep it clean, and keep the violence down to a minimum because we have security out there now. And I'd have 3 entertainers. And I had to hire some staff to run some of these booths and stuff like that. But look at the people. I mean, you just packed them all in. And like I said, this is over time too. This is like, over a whole day's time, and the park just filled up. And look, everybody just waiting. They want to go on the go-karts. There, and what happened was I opened up the park, but I didn't open up all the rides. See, there's a thing you can go to. So these here rides aren't, oh, that one's open, see? You can see because the turnstile's green. So I think I went in, I might have cut that out though, but that's a menu where you go into all the different rides and shows, and then you just go over to the left. And there was a couple that I had to in order for you to open them up, they have to do a test run first. So you have to go through one whole circuit testing it, and then that'll allow you to open it up. And or you can just leave. That's like just a little. There's a ride here that you can't get to unless you're a staff member. You got to go through the staff to find the ride because there's no path going up to it. And what that was done because lady designer. I was watching some of her stuff and she did Planet Coaster, and she talked about putting in something to create like a river or a thing, and she said that you don't really have to have it running as far as the ride goes because the water will be going around, and I have an entry going into the exit, and then I just put it on test and let it go, and that's where the water ride comes in at. And it's not actually open to the public, it's just there as a scenic view to have the river running through the park here, or the go-kart track park. I don't know if I got that in on this clip. I might have to bring that in on the next clip. But we got a little secret place there. I call it keep an eye on. Oh, keep one eye open. That's right. Keep one eye open. Like I said, the customers and the guests can't get to it. There's no path to it, but you can get to it through the menu on the ride and attractions. You click on that little indication of the show where it is, and it'll take you there, and then you can actually go on it and take a run on it using the video camera. But it's not open to the public. I just have it on test mode, so it just continuously runs. There's one raft, and every so often it comes through, but it's mainly there for the water. Like I said, that she showed how to do that. Using landscaping and then using foliage and stuff like that, you create that little waterway, and it looks like a little river. So, kind of pretty cool. So that's what's so cool about the community. And Scott, I appreciate what you did. This was so much fun. I got it finished up. It is posted, so you can go and check it out yourself if you like. And your park is pretty cool. And it's kind of neat to see something like that working in the park so well, because the guests fill up the queue and it spills out into the so it's a successful ride in your park, in your successful park, because you fill up your park with guests like, oh my, we are getting to the end. That's the merry-go-round lounge. You talked about a lounge or club, or so I had to put that in. That's where the staff and customers, it's street dressing, really. There's animatronics in there making it look like they're having a party and having fun. Thank you for watching, Mr. Voiceover.
We did a little bit of cut and paste here. We moved some stuff, moved some things in, moved some. The mic was on your beard, Mr. Voiceover. Take 3. Do it again. Cut, print, and post. Put it in a Canon on the shelf. From Yearly Studio in Sons, Phil Ed, and Old Ridge. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following.
We're
You got it right there.